Kia ora koutou, ko Chloe Lawrence Takuingoa. I'm a speech and language therapist in the Gisborne region, and today I'm going to talk about a couple of visual supports that might be handy in the classroom for supporting tamariki who need a little bit of extra help in understanding instructions or what's going on. So today we're going to talk about visual schedules, first then visuals, or using real objects to help children understand what is expected of them. Now, I am working from home, so I don't have laminators, printers, or Velcro or anything fancy like that. But you don't need to have all that stuff to make fancy visuals. What's important is that we have visual supports around. So the first one we're going to talk about is a visual schedule. This is just one that I have drawn up on a piece of paper. And this is something that you can also do for your tamariki. Whiteboards can also be really handy if you have them. I have one in my handbag. It's in my office. So here is a visual schedule that can be used to show a child what's expected throughout the day. Using a visual schedule can help a child have a bit more independence around transitioning between activities, and can also be really useful for you to refer to prompt a child with what's coming up next. So in this visual schedule, I have a range of activities that might be in your morning's routine, but you could also have one for the whole day or for steps within an activity. So here I have hang up bag, free play, mat time, snack, writing. And so something like this you can refer to at the beginning of the day to show a child what's expected. Oh, today is Thursday. We're doing X, Y, Z. And then throughout the day you can refer back to it and go, oh, it's free play now. Next we've got mat time. So what, prompting them that that's coming up. Or free play is finished. We've got mat time now. And so they've got that visual to refer to, so they've got an extra piece of information to help them understand the instruction. And I've done another little video on following instructions, so that might be helpful too. Using a visual like this is really important to show movement. And what I mean by that is that as things are finished, they need to disappear. So that might look like, oh, you've hung up your bag. You might put a cross through that, or do a tick. Or if you have got nice Velcro resources, you might rip that off to show that that has finished and we're moving on to the next thing. If it's on a whiteboard, you might wipe it off. The other one that I have drawn up to show you beautifully again is a first then visual. This is the same as a visual schedule but broken down into just 2 steps. So on this one we have first reading, then bubbles. And again, these are something I have drawn up really quickly. So there's something you can make in the moment if you've got a child who might need a little bit of extra support to understand what's expected of them. And again, I'm going to be using the same simple language as I would with the visual schedule. First we're reading and then we can do bubbles. This is a great one for helping kids who don't want to engage in an activity by having something fun afterwards. Again, when this activity is finished, we're going to get rid of it. Again, tick it, cross it off, cover it up, rip it off, whatever's going to work for you. And this is something you can also refer to throughout an activity. So if you've got a child who's really struggling to pay attention, you can bring this up again. Remember, first we're reading and then we've got bubbles. So there you have it. That's our first then visual. And on the back was my visual schedule. Another thing you can use to help a child understand that what's expected of them is actually using a real object as a visual. So, for example, a book or a drink bottle, whatever you've got that's to do with that activity. So you might be saying, playtime's finished. We're going to go and read a book now. So that they're seeing what is expected. They're getting another bit of information as well as having to listen to you, which is going to help them to understand what is expected of them. Another visual that I didn't mention at the beginning actually is actually just using your body. So pointing to the expectations. We're going to mat time now. Or it's time to eat. There's lots of things we can do that give kids extra little bits of information to help them understand what's expected of them, which go really, really well with the instruction support that I talked about in my other video. So please let me know if you've got any questions or anything like that. Ka kite!